Welcome, guys, to episode number 22 of your Star Wars Happy Hour. Your Star Wars Happy Hour. Sure. That's going to be a new show.
It's also our Star Wars Happy Hour.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, 4th of July weekend for us here in the States. Megan, it is obviously... Well, it's July 4th.
It's a weekend in Australia.
It's a weekend in Australia.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
For Megan, it's
because
just Sunday.
Because it's winter here, I try and do like 4th of Christmas in July. And I try and do like little Christmassy kind of dinner thing. I'm not doing it this year because I don't have the energy for it. Because I like to like do it.
Yeah.
Not half-ass it. But somebody was lighting fireworks in my neighborhood last night. So
nice.
Nice.
yeah, still got the holiday spirit.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Scaring the bejesus out of all the pets and everything.
Yeah.
My dogs were very upset, and so were the neighbor dogs. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, God, I'm waiting for it. It's gonna happen.
Oh,
Thankfully, it's still really sunny, so I've got some time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Over here, we've got the Disney fireworks again. They started back up on Wednesday. So, yeah, you can see them right over the tree line. Wait, where am I? Over here. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
But I saw that you guys were watching the Visions trailer that came out just like a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, just before
Looks
we went
awesome.
live. It looks
Thoughts?
so cool.
Yeah, I was telling them earlier, I know nothing about anime. Like, that's never been kind of a side of animation I've ever explored. I know a lot of people really like it.
Yeah.
So, and I know Emily really does. So I'm interested to hear her thoughts on it. But
Oh,
it
for
just
sure.
looks so cool. I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm down with this. I'll watch, learn, listen, and have some fun. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the
when
same
they-
way. Yeah,
I would
I've
say when they
never
first,
been in. You go, Jason. Sorry.
Okay.
It always happens.
Oh no, I was just like when they first announced it, I thought they were just going to do like anime versions of like predetermined stories, but this looks like it's all brand new stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's even more exciting. And Hannah mentioned that it's none of it's canon, so it's they can do whatever we can have. We can do whatever we want, or we can't, but they can do whatever they want.
Right.
Just throwing,
Yeah, we didn't have any input on it.
No.
we have. Yeah, for the record, we have absolutely no influence over Star Wars Visions.
Yeah,
But if you
I'm
like
really
it,
excited.
we'll take full credit.
Yeah, you can send us your thanks at PO Box number. I'm really excited to see I'm really excited by the concept of non-canon animation because there's just so much you can do with that without having to like fit into the box of okay, well, we've seen this before, or
Right.
like we're following a formula or we're following like a predetermined set of rules. I'm sure there's like some type of rules that they have to follow, but yeah, just like getting to see it go nuts. And there's so much you can do with animation that you can't do in live action.
Mhm.
I am very excited. I have never really watched anime other than like Sailor Moon when I was a kid, which I did love. My brother-in-law is really, really into it. So maybe this would be like a good bonding thing for us.
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, we watch it together. Oh, Rachel's here as
Hey,
well.
Rachel.
Hello.
Oh, just bopping on.
Glad you
Hello.
made it.
Bop.
Hi
bop,
guys, I
bop,
can only
bop.
stay on for a couple minutes. I'm on my phone at my parents', so
That's okay. We were just
Yeah.
talking about Star Wars Visions. Did you see any of the new stuff that dropped?
I have not. I've been driving since like 1, so I'm kind of been in and
Oh,
out all
nice.
day.
That's all right. No, it's cool. What do you got for us today?
I really got nothing. I'm wearing my new Battle of Scarif dress, which is about it. Where's my starboard?
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
nice.
cute. Did you
Yeah.
make that?
Cool.
I did not. I found it on eBay and placed a super low bid and didn't expect to get it. And then they're like, "Yeah, we accept that bid." And I'm like, "Cool."
There you go.
Hell yeah.
That's the
Is
lesson.
everybody
Don't be
wearing
afraid.
a Star Wars shirt?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jason,
No.
are you?
Jason's
Yeah, I'm
like,
not
"Nah."
either. I'm wearing
Well,
I'm wearing the whippet
it's just
jacket I wear
It's
all
a
the
dark
time.
shirt.
It's so cute.
It's a dark shirt. You could just say is the vastness of space, but that's about it.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh my God.
You're
that's
like, this is a shirt that's the Death Star after
You're-
it blew up.
You're like the person who
Yeah.
on St. Patrick's Day just has like a speck of green on them. Is like, nah, you can't.
Don't
touch
do
me."
it. bruh.
Can't pinch
I got
me.
it.
Yeah.
That was my my dad's thing for Halloween for a couple years. Was he said he was dressing as a Muggle because he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love that. That is so
That's
smart.
great. Oh, man.
The like second year I had moved over here, Justin was away for the weekend, or my husband was away for the weekend, and it was Halloween weekend, and I was like so excited. I didn't get any trick or treaters in my house, so then I was just devastated. And his best friend came over and was like, "We are gonna have a Halloween. What do we have to do?" And I was like, "You don't have a costume. I don't have a spare one for you." So we went to the like 24-hour store and got him a white T-shirt and did the like 404 costume not found, and then just like went to find something Halloween related. He took me to a bar, and we just kind of like sat at the bar for 20 minutes and gave it a good hard crack, and then we're like, "Let's just go home."
Oh my god,
But
that's amazing.
I have to give A for effort on that.
Yeah.
He definitely won a lot of love in my heart for that.
See, that was this year. My
Definitely.
parents both got COVID over Halloween weekend, which is also my dad's birthday weekend because my dad's birthday is the 29th. So my sister and I had been planning on coming home to celebrate with him, but couldn't because of that. So we like changed our plans last minute, and we're like, fine, we're gonna go up and stay at my sister's apartment near Chicago. So we went to like the haunted cemeteries and did a bunch of stuff.
You don't
Nice.
go to haunted cemeteries during Halloween. I just go wander around them for funsies year round.
Same.
Would do that. It just occurred to us to do it over Halloween and Day of the Dead weekend. We went to a local bar that had an Afro-Latino, Afro-Cuban band for Day of the Dead.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Oh god, we should live stream from a cemetery now that I think about it.
Oh my god.
Great.
They're
That's
gonna watch
okay. You guys let me know
they're
how
gonna
that-
watch us all
let
get
me know how that turns
murdered
out.
on live.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know how respectful that is to the cemetery.
Yeah, that too.
They'll probably be like, dude, come on.
Yeah.
I think
What are
most
you doing?
cemeteries close at like dusk, so depending on what time we do it, we may just get thrown out. But I'm also on the track of I don't want to bring home that bad juju.
Yeah, don't want that bad juju for sure.
Where I used to live, that they only recently started letting people back in it at night because there were so many ghost hunters, because it's apparently like one of the most haunted cemeteries in the country. Because apparently Decatur, Illinois is a very haunted town. And so I've gone on ghost tours there. But Rebecca and I we went to Resurrection Cemetery, which is where the Resurrection Mary legend comes from, if you've never heard that one. We went to, was it Grace Hill, I think, which was it's like back in a forest preserve now, so you have to hike in, which was fun. And then we went to Showman's Rest, which is where the Showman's League of America Circus Performer Guild has a slot, so it's all circus performers buried there.
Oh god.
Oh god,
It's
can you
definitely
imagine?
haunted.
Clown zombies.
Yep.
Wait,
Nope.
Wait, it's a cemetery just for circus performers?
That's
area
wild
is
though.
because just like that section of the cemetery is, the first people laid to rest there were people who died in the circus train collision and fire in like 1918. So there's like
Nope, not going there. Nope.
there's like 50 graves that's just unknown male number 1 through like 48 because
Nope.
Oh
they
my
That's
couldn't
so sad.
identify them. It's really sad.
But also, no clowns.
Yeah, can you imagine a clown ghost?
I would cry. Like I probably would just drop to the ground and cry.
Maybe they weren't dressed as
Scooby-Doo, Where Are
clowns
You
when they
episode?
died. If they were like
But-
traveling to the show,
I don't
but
know.
not like I don't know.
They
Yeah.
I don't,
They were No,
No.
but the youngest clown in America died in that crash, who was 2. So
Well,
Oh, that's
that's
devastating.
oh, it's definitely haunted.
That
Yeah.
okay.
So sad.
Yeah.
it's really cool because they used to say they're like, oh no, you can hear the ghosts of the elephants who died in the crash. 1, there was no elephants on that train. The elephants were on a different train that went first. 2, they stopped hearing ghostly elephant cries when the Brookfield Zoo, which is like a couple miles down the road, got rid of their elephants. So somebody's like, wait, maybe it wasn't a ghost. I'm like, no,
Maybe it was an actual elephant nearby.
maybe it was the elephant that's 5 miles down the road.
I watched this show on YouTube called I think it's like Paranormal Home Inspectors, and it's like people who think their house is haunted contact this team, and they'll bring in like a ghost hunter, and they also bring in a certified home inspector to like go over the house. And the dude who's the certified home inspector, like I don't think he believes in ghosts. I don't know why he's on this show because he doesn't seem to enjoy it. But people will be like, oh, in the kitchen, like all the plates will start jingling all of a sudden and it's like scary kind of thing, and he'll like read that on the list and go in and he's like, well, of course they do, you live 200 meters from a train track, like why wouldn't it? And he just basically joylessly goes through.
Yeah, just being super practical about everything.
Yeah. And then the like 2 paranormal investigator people will come in and be like, oh, there's definitely spirits in the house, and the homeowners, I feel like, always believe them.
Yeah, they're like, we need to do an EVP recording. And need to get the.
So I'm like, why is Brian on the show? Like, somebody free Brian because he does not need to be here.
I was told.
Oh, yes.
I was told the bookstore where I worked was haunted at one point, and they sent me back with like some kind of energy reader to check it, and it kept flaring until I realized it flared whenever I was near the fuse box. So that's when I stopped believing in it.
See, there you go.
Yeah, as much as I like love the idea of like ghosts and spooky stuff, I am like, it was probably just like
There's probably a
normal
really
reason
good
for it.
explanation for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Has
was a shady
anybody
real estate investor in a mask?
Yeah, it's Scooby Doo. I'm like, oh, it was Old Man Jenkins all along.
Old Man Jenkins.
Has anybody watched the Netflix Fear Street 1994 movie?
I saw half of it.
Yeah.
Did you see the whole thing?
Yeah, Justin and I watched the whole thing. My
Okay.
husband's really afraid of scary movies, and he watched the whole thing and enjoyed it. So it's like, it's
Yeah.
not too scary.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
but
if I still
I
watched it.
really liked it.
The vibes were very Stranger Things to me. If it was
Yeah,
like horror related.
Very like 90s nostalgia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it more
but-
Stranger Things or is it more like a horror movie?
It's more horror movie in terms of like the violence, but
Okay.
the atmosphere and just dealing with teenagers now. It's just like it's like a mix between Stranger Things and Scream in a way.
Definitely
Scream.
like big Scream influence.
Yeah.
Those were the
Especially at
kind
the
of
start.
those were the vibes I kind of got just seeing like pictures and stuff like that. I was like, this is very reminiscent. I'm not gonna watch it because
Me either.
no, I like sleeping and living.
Yeah.
So
And living.
Yeah. It's like a
Yes.
teen slasher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
And
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think it's
Well.
trying to be anything else, which I think is
Right.
why the first one like worked so well for me.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the next two, but I think that the last one is going to be the scariest.
You think
Just
so?
because in the trailers even as well, so I wouldn't say this is a spoiler, but they do have like a little clip of it in the first movie. I don't know if you're at this part because I don't remember when it was.
Mhm.
They're talking about there's like a witch's curse on the town,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. And they're talking about the woman who put the curse on and like this pastor who was the first person to fall prey to the curse
Mhm.
and how he like doesn't have eyes anymore. They're kind
Oh
of like
no.
through I
Nope.
think like violent means. And that is like super scary to me. Like people yeah.
Not eyeballs, not cursed eyeballs.
So I think that one will be very scary. Just
Okay.
based off of like my own personal squeamishness.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, you're like scared but still gonna watch.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
I have not seen
Was
Supernatural.
this like Oberyn Martell getting eyeballs crushed through his skull type scary?
Yeah. Didn't like that. Did
No,
not
that
enjoy
was
that. Yeah, that was more
Mm.
like gross to me than
Yeah.
scary. Because this dude seems to still be like alive and kicking and hanging out and just like at a breaking point, and also doesn't have eyes and has like black holes and kind of like
Yeah.
down his face.
Like,
Um,
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm
Nope.
good.
Yeah.
I gotta run because they're calling for me to go hop in the pool, so I'm going to run. I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, jealous. Have
Bye-bye.
fun.
Bye.
have a good long weekend.
Have a good night.
You too. Happy Independence Day.
Yep.
Whoop.
What was I gonna say? Yeah,
Number 4.
I don't like. What freaks me out? I don't know if you guys watched the Haunting of Hill House on Netflix.
Not yet. I feel like I will because I love the book and I know that it's not like I know that it's not a one-to-one to the book at all, but
Okay.
I'm still like so curious because of it.
It's really good, but man, there's a character that has a like a bowler's hat or a top hat,
That one. No.
and he floats. And the first time you see him, it's a shot of the
Oh,
floor.
your dog's trying to comfort you.
He's like,
I think it's okay, Mom.
Aw.
It's like you get a shot of the
Aw.
floor from underneath the bed, and you just see the door like open, and it's feet floating, and it just goes
I have an overactive
through the room.
imagination, David. I will
Yeah.
not. I'm sending you my
Absolutely.
therapy bill next week.
I
Yeah, not
I've
fun, not
actually
fun.
gotten halfway through The Haunting of Bly Manor. I had to stop just because I got busy.
Yeah.
But that one wasn't too bad. So
No, that
far.
one
It's more
wasn't
like
too
a
bad.
psychological thing. I
Yeah,
don't. That bowler hat. No.
Yeah, I did not like that guy.
Nope.
that sounds awful.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like a scene in the book, sort of. Not that it involves like a man in a bowler hat floating,
Mhm.
but just kind of like the framing of how you described it reminds me of a scene in the book that's like
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person who gets scared by reading.
Uh-huh.
I think it just is like a safety preservation method. My brain is like, oh, you can't imagine that. You're literally just reading words on a
Right,
page and then
right.
they're going away.
Yeah.
But the Haunting of Hill House, the book, is the only book that is like genuinely at one point scared me enough that I had to put it down,
Oh,
which like
really?
is a testament to Shirley Jackson's writing because I mean
Yeah.
she wrote in like the 60s or something, and I
Yeah.
feel like especially with horror movies, stuff that came out in the 60s isn't really scary now. It might be
Yeah.
suspenseful, but it's not like ooh. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's this one scene in the book where I was like, oh, everything's going fine, everything's going fine. And I like, put it down. I was like, that's enough for tonight, and I left the light on until my husband got home.
Oh wow.
Oh God. Well, have you
Um,
seen the God, I forgot what year. I think it was in the 60s. But have you seen the House on Haunted Hill movie?
Yeah, after
Okay.
we talked about it a few months ago, I went and
Yeah.
watched it because it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it, and then I watched The Bat, which is also a Vincent Price movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fun.
Yeah.
He's got
It's-
such a great voice. Oh.
Yeah, and his face.
Or
He's
had.
just got a menacing face.
There's something about the face. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. God, now I just want it to be Halloween, you know?
I know. I want it to be Halloween
We're
so bad.
so close. So close.
Like, what are we in? July?
Yeah,
August, or
July.
3 months.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, I would say the
Yes.
majority of the Instagrams I follow are like Halloween influencers.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
because we're like within the 100 days to October mark, and like some stores are starting to kind of like trickle out Halloween decorations, they're getting
Yeah.
into a frenzy, which means that I too am getting into a frenzy.
I know we
Oh,
jumped
yeah.
all over.
Oh yeah.
Do
Gives
we?
me a- Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do we think COVID's gonna ruin Halloween again this year, or are we gonna get kind of back to normal in a sense?
Where I live, no, it's going to get back to normal here.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's in
it
my neck of the
depends
woods.
where I live because like on the mainland, in certain areas, they're having like an outbreak, like in New South Wales near Sydney and stuff. And like I think 200 people have gotten it in
Oh,
the
shit.
last
Is it the one
block?
that we've all had or have all experienced, or is that new Delta strain?
I think it's the Delta strain.
Mm.
And so if we are able to like keep it out of Tasmania, because we haven't had a case in Tasmania in over a year. So everything is like pretty
wow.
back to normal here. We still
Yeah.
we still have restrictions in places, and there are like caps on how many people can go
Right.
into stores, and we have like a QR code check-in system everywhere
Yeah.
with like a special state-based app. So if we don't get another case, Halloween will be normal because it's getting bigger
Nice.
here. And like in the neighborhood I live in, I'll get like 100 kids usually.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Wow.
Because I love passing out candy.
Oh, you're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
have
Like-
a little munchkin bean this time around.
I know.
Oh,
I'm so
that's gonna be
excited.
so fun.
And we're supposed to have some friends coming up to take their son trick or treating for the first time.
Oh, nice.
So I'm like, I have the perfect neighborhood for it. Yeah, so I'll be devastated, to put it lightly, if it like I would be devastated anyway if
Yeah.
like COVID came back to Tasmania, and I know that it's just a matter of time, but I'm like, push it to November.
Yeah, right.
At the earliest, yeah.
Man, the only thing I'll say is I just hope Halloween this year isn't as hot as it was last year. Because over
was it
here,
really hot?
it was very humid. like so humid. And that was the night I got drunk and passed out, but we don't need to talk about that. So
all right,
that
we'll
can't
gloss
happen
over it.
again. That can't happen again. You know, I'll never forget. I think I've told the story before. I passed out in the Kylo Ren costume.
Yeah,
And then
I think you have told me.
yeah.
Oh,
Don't
you
need
have
that
told
to
this
happen
story.
again.
Never again.
Never again. Hashtag
We live and
Halloween
we learn,
2020.
and we keep learning, and we
Yeah.
keep living.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But other than that, what have you guys been up to? I know, Hannah, you started your new job.
And we're not going to talk about it on live for legal
Yep.
reasons.
I hope it's going well. I'll just
It
say
is.
that.
It's going
That's
very well. I like all the people that I'm with. It's a good opportunity, and I'm excited to keep going with it.
That's
so
good.
I think I made the right decision because, like, I knew I had made the right decision. Actually, I didn't really have a choice at that point because I'm like, well, I already turned in a 2 weeks notice. No going back now.
Yeah.
But like, you still have that like nervous apprehension of like, was this a good idea?
Right.
Yeah.
And I think the past 2 days have been like, yeah, this is a good decision. So
That's good.
I'm very happy about it. So we can talk more about it later, just for legal reasons. We can't do it on
No
live.
worries. No worries. What about you guys, Megan, Jason? What have y'all been up to?
I'm not up
Yeah.
to much other than being heavily pregnant and switching from like one chair to an exercise ball to a chair until I can go to bed.
How's that doing for you, the exercise ball?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's right next to me.
Good.
I'll switch to it probably in like 10 minutes.
And we'll just see you just start very
Yeah,
gently.
once I start like gyrating a little bit. That's not gyrating. That's bouncing, sorry. This is gyrating.
Bouncing.
I'll do a bit of that as well. It's switching between those two until I can go to bed. My morning sicknesses come
Are we
back.
feeling close? Are we feeling ready?
I'm definitely as ready as I think I will be. Like,
Mhm.
obviously, I'm sure once the baby comes, I'll be like, God, if only you could go back in for a while. But I'm really excited to meet the baby, and then really excited, maybe even more so excited to not be pregnant anymore. So, yeah. But I'm like 36 weeks on Monday, so which is tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm.
Oh wow!
Really, any day now.
Oh,
any
mama.
day now. It's like they're gritted teeth. Like
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for it to happen on live. You're like, oh shit!
just
I was
gonna
waiting
say
to
that.
labor.
Yeah. Well, my D&D campaign that I like zoom into every week, they asked, "Oh, how long do you want to continue?" Like up to because I said I'm definitely gonna come back like after we have the baby. I'll probably just take like a month or two off because we just set up a laptop and we roll dice. It's like very low stakes. We do it in our own home. And I was like, I'll do it like up until I go into labor. And then I was like, would I do it if I was still in labor but at home? Just mute myself. Yeah, I think I would. Because I really like playing D&D, and we're kind of going through something right now in the campaign. So, yeah,
Nice.
we got to talk about that at some point because I have somehow found myself wrangled into an eventual Star Wars RPG game. I have no effing clue what I'm doing. No idea.
Me neither.
Never done
Cannot
it.
help you.
So, but whenever that gets started, I may be harassing you as you're holding a baby, going, Hannah, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to breastfeed and roll dice. I can't answer your questions too.
I can multitask with that. Yeah, I had never played any like tabletop role playing games or really any role playing games other than like I don't think this counts, but when Gaia Online was a thing, that website.
No idea.
I don't know how popular it was, but they would have like role-playing storytelling things and you could like get a character and I would do that. But I had never done anything where like I had to speak and say what my character is doing. Our campaign is really nice because there's a few people like me and one other woman who will be like, oh, my character's name is Hedda. So I'll be like, Hedda says this or like Hedda's gonna do this, and then we have a few people who will like do accents and like they're just like the character unless they're describing exactly what they're doing, they are just acting as the character, which I would really like to do. But I've been doing it as I've done it for so long for this character that I think it would be weird if I just came in with an accent one day.
Right.
So for my next character, I will plan some type of accent.
How long has yours been going on for again? Remind me.
Over a year, like this specific campaign. We've lost
That's
2 people
crazy.
and we've added 2 people. But 3 of us have been doing it the whole time. We've had the same DM the whole time. And then 2 people just kind of swapped. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It's really good for like confidence building as well.
Interesting.
Cool.
Oh, we should do like a Followers of the Force one shot.
I'm game.
One
Oh my
day. That would be
God.
so
Yeah,
fun.
I have. We can do it.
There
No
we
idea
go.
what's going on, but you're going to be in charge, Megan.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You're in
We don't
charge.
have to do it on live or anything. It could just be like a fun thing we all do together.
There we
That's
go.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Jason, what about you, man? What have you been up to?
I'm still house sitting. So I was setting up.
that's right.
I was setting up patio furniture that came while they were gone. So, and and Zira has had a tough week. Remember I got her a haircut last week,
Mhm.
and I noticed that she was really like licking herself a lot like the next day,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is weird. Well, come to find out, when my mother came over, my mother finally looked. She's like, I'm just going to see what's going on. So come to find out, they had shaved Zira down there like she was a 90s Playboy centerfold and gave her clipper burn.
Oh,
So I had
poor Zira.
No.
That was also
Yeah.
really funny. That was a very funny description of
that's
poor
the
Zira.
description I've ever
Oh
didn't
my
know I
God.
needed.
Yeah, but so I had to take her to the vet, and I have the spray now. I have to spray up there like twice a day because it would hurt her to walk. She would she would walk really quick from room to room because it would hurt her to walk, and then she would just get there. She would rush into the room and then sit or lay down so she wouldn't have to walk
Yeah.
anymore. So
Is that how you
she's finally-
described
it's
it
been a
to
week
the
out.
veterinarian? Did you describe it
Yeah,
that
I
way to the
did. I
veterinarian?
said, yeah.
'Cause that was
Yeah.
You're gonna be. You were talked about in the back room. You're like, guess how this guy described this. I guarantee you. I know that happened.
Oh, 100%.
Just so you know.
100%.
It's like, first of all, it's like just the most accurate description I can think of. So without being like super crude. So, you know.
That's fair. It was
Yeah,
just-
no, it
Oh
is a
my God.
very funny, very
Yeah.
accurate description.
it was
I'm gonna
perfect.
use that. I gotta use that.
Poor Zira. Aw.
Zira's probably like, Dad, you didn't have to
Poor thing.
tell them. Like, come
I
on.
know. Well, I mean, I had to chase her around the bedroom with this spray. She sees me pull out the spray thing. She just starts taking off, you know. So,
Aw.
you know, so I just kind of corner her and then I just reach under and just blindly spray up there. I'm hoping I get what I need to get, but I don't know. So
Yeah.
Oh my
Aw.
God.
it's not like she's gonna, and she's better, and she knows I'm talking about her. She's getting up and walking away.
Yeah, I told you. She's like, I didn't need the world to
She's
know
like
this.
airing all my dirty laundry.
Yeah.
On live.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So yeah, so
All
so I
right.
take like I said, I take her to a new vet because my old vet last Saturday just decided they were shutting their doors, and then like
Oh,
so I
That
couldn't take her
sucks.
to a regular vet. So
That's
yeah,
sad.
so yeah, but
That's
it's been so that's been like the majority of the week, and then I have another piece of patio furniture to put together after this. I'm
Nice.
drinking and put together patio furniture and listening to Guns N' Roses.
Perfect. Make
Good luck.
sure it's
Holiday
It's
weekend,
such a,
baby.
like- sounds like a late 80s weekend.
Yeah.
just-
Well, yeah,
Beer, Guns N' Roses, furniture. I guess.
sounds about right.
I'm gonna grill out tomorrow. I think my mom and like a couple of people might come over, and I'm gonna grill out brats tomorrow. But
Ooh,
that's the
that
thing
sounds
for
good.
tonight.
That sounds real good.
Yeah, soak them
Yeah,
in beer
my-
for 15 to 10 minutes.
Wait,
Oh.
you mean 10 to 15 minutes?
10 to 15 minutes, yeah.
Okay. I was like, you're
Oh,
decreasing in
so-
time there, Jason. Um,
Well, I know. Like
I knew it.
I
Listen,
downloaded.
I'm drinking. It's
I
fine.
downgraded to the Diet Coke for this, but I'm going back to the beer after.
He's like, oh,
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be that day with beer. Because I've been like consistently going to the gym the past like 2.5 months. And I'm like, I think I could use a day of just not
This is too
caring
much.
what my body does today. But and then I got a tattoo in 2 weeks.
Woo! Which
Stoked.
one? Which idea this time?
Spider-Man and Iron Man.
Here. Oh, cool.
So right up until kind of like right up here till right above the ditch of the elbow.
Nice.
So that's gonna
Cool.
be a long time in the chair.
I was
But,
going to
you know.
ask
Oh,
if
yeah.
you have a rough idea of how long you have to sit for that.
Probably, let's see. I haven't seen because let me show you what the artist has done. And this place, I think I've told you guys, they're one of the artists is licensed by Lucasfilm to do Star Wars, which I think.
I remember saying something about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know they licensed tattoo artists. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. But this is,
of course,
the
they're down
guy.
in Florida. You can't make that drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, bastards.
So let me see.
Oh, that's not mine.
No,
Okay,
it's
so
mine.
for
I'm
the
sorry.
Halloween
I'm gonna
fans,
mute myself.
This is the artist that I'm getting mine done with, and this is one he did for Halloween.
Back up a little. There. Okay, hold. Wait,
For
what's
like
his
the
name?
actual Halloween movie.
Yeah, the poster.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this again?
Okay.
Oh, I've seen this before. Okay, I've seen it on
Yeah.
Pinterest. Why do I always get so close? I'm sorry.
I know. I'm like as close as I can be without actually having to get up on the table.
And
Also,
he
like
did.
the Gurgu. Oh, I want that.
Ooh, it's a very good one.
Yeah, he did that one.
I want that.
Ooh, that's good.
He's done a few. Oh yeah, he did Sabine's helmet.
Oh shit, that looks so good.
What's his name?
Yeah.
What's his username?
His name is Tone_Rez, TONEREZ.
There it is. Yep, got him.
This dude is nuts. And then another one is Jeffrey Wortham.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that's licensed. But check this one out. When I saw this one that he did, I was like, there's no way this is a fucking tattoo.
Whoa.
That's
That looks like it was
incredible.
printed.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I was blown away.
That's so cool.
But yeah, I got that on the 18th. It's on a Sunday. So I have it, I think it's at 12.
Oh.
Yeah, if you go through his Instagram, you're going to see a bunch.
I found
Yeah,
Jeffrey
I'm kinda
Wortham, so
scrolling
now
through
I'm
it
like,
now.
He's done a lot of like Mandalorian stuff, like with Boba and
he's has a lot of range, like in his realistic and like that's incredible, and that's rare.
yeah.
His most recent's like a Boba Fett.
Because I have an idea to do a full sleeve on my right arm of the different, like Star Wars planets, like an iconic landscape of each planet going from top to bottom.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Oh, wow.
And he would be the one I do it with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh god, I don't even want to know his
do
prices.
a great job based off his other work.
It'll just be so expensive and take so long.
Maybe take a couple of years to do it.
Ran
that
into
one.
a wall. Sorry,
Yeah.
Oh, I love this. He did
You're
a
good.
Cody one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Now you've got me. I can't afford one.
Yeah, no, I'm doing the
That's
same
fair.
thing.
I'm
gotta
telling
put it
you,
away.
if you're ever in Florida, like he's the one to get.
Yeah. A, I'm staying at your house. B, I'm going to the tattoo shop.
There you
You'll
go.
see
It's
me
like-
for like go to bed. I'll be like night. I'm going to bed.
Like night, tattoo in the morning.
Tattoo in the morning. Bye.
But yeah, super stoked about that.
That's gonna be incredible.
Yeah, I wanted to, like, it's obviously going to be in color. I just have no idea. I would figure if it starts at 12, I'll probably be there until the shop closes, depending on detail, depending on
12. And you
if
said
he
it's all
wants
color.
Yeah, and depending on if he
yeah.
wants to split it between 2 sessions, which he might. I'm gonna ask him, like, what do you recommend?
Yeah.
But
because color, God, that just I don't know about
Yeah.
you, but my skin, like I get super raw really
Yeah.
quick. Like
Yeah.
the crow on my leg, like that took 4 hours and I was like bleeding essentially at the end of
oh,
it.
jeez.
Just because there was just so much color and it was all black.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But the one, my Mando, that one took like 3 hours, and actually, I didn't hurt as bad. I don't know why. Maybe it was just like the different styling and shading. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
It's much less painful that time around. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I wanted because I don't even know like what the sketch looks like yet. I just told him like Iron
You
Man,
said
this
go
suit,
nuts.
huh?
You just said go nuts.
Yeah, I was
Oh, I,
like,
see,
this
I
is.
like that.
I gave him like a reference. I was like, look, this is the one I saw, like something like that, and this on this arm, this kind of length, and then he was just like, yeah, man, I'll let you know, and.
Yeah, see, I like that. Like, that's what I did with, again, the Mando one. Like, I was like, okay, here are my reference photos. Here are the flowers I want. Here's kind of what I want it to look like. But I liked his style enough that I was like, I didn't even see it until the day of, until he showed me the stencil and was like, here's what it is. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
and I like that. I like that in a tattoo artist. And now we're turning into a tattoo podcast. I know.
Oh, God.
Very little.
I watched like every season of Ink Master.
Oh, yeah. Same.
After I watched it, I'm like, and now I feel like I'm an extra. I'm like, dude, your lines aren't that great. You're you're doing new school stuff when it's not supposed to be. And I'm like, David, shut the fuck up. You have no idea what you're talking about.
You're talking out of your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like the freedom of being like, hey, like trusting an artist to be like, hey, I'm going to give you my money. Here's my references. And I'm just going to let you go. Cause I think a lot of them appreciate that.
Oh, for sure.
They're just like, yeah, you're coming to them for a specific reason. Like I know some people like have like their artists that they go to, things like that. I like personally collecting because all of mine have been done by different artists and I like it. Like there might be a couple that I go back to again just because I liked their work and they're what I'm looking for, but I'm always looking for new artists.
I'm thinking of changing this one into a Scarlet Witch tattoo.
Ooh, that would be an easy
it would fit because she's floating and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask the guy when I'm there. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what do you think? Like, what do you envision for a Scarlet Witch?"
So Megan and I got it. Yeah.
Nice.
David, what you said about watching Ink Masters and being like, no, you have all these opinions.
Yeah.
My husband and I did the same thing with the show Blown Away on Netflix, which is like a glass blowing show.
Yeah.
Which is a delight. Like I really highly recommend it, but neither of us have ever blown glass. And so episode 1, we're like wondering all these things. So they do a really good job of explaining like what they're doing and like why and how it affects the project and stuff. And by episode 4, we're like, wow, they're really gonna they're gonna try and cut Kane with this much time. Like they're fools. They're absolute fools. And of course they do it because they're professionals and know exactly what they're doing, and we have no fucking clue.
Oh God, I love that. And it's like it's like an Ink Master when you see them like try to convince, and I love how they call them their canvas. I think that's the most hilarious thing.
Freaking hilarious.
It's like, here we go. You got your canvases here. And then it's like an hour consultation, and then it's always you have 6 hours to do the tattoo. And I'll never forget there was this guy who like wanted an entire back piece, and I'm just like, there's no fucking way. Like, there's no way.
Color?
Yeah.
Oh, not in 6
like
hours.
No way. Maybe 16. But not 6. And then there was one. And
then you have the ones that are so stubborn that they're like, no, I want this. And you're like, fucking dude.
Yeah.
I've never seen the show.
It's on Netflix and it's on Paramount Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I might give it a watch.
It's pretty entertaining, let me tell you.
I've just finished all of the collection of Jeopardy that they put on 2 weeks ago. So
I used to watch Jeopardy a lot.
Emily was watching Jeopardy last night. Emily, when we were going to originally do the pod last night, Emily was said she was in the middle of watching Jeopardy on Netflix. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Got to get a charger.
I had a different thing as far as the show. I was big into watching Pawn Stars, but my dad actually runs a pawn shop. So I've seen a bunch of episodes, and I asked him, like, so have you seen this Pawn Star show? Like, what do you think? And he's like, that show's stupid. I'm like, really? He's like, they don't pawn anything. They just buy everything. And it was like, oh, okay. So that was his critique of it, that it was stupid because they didn't pawn enough stuff. They just bought or didn't buy stuff.
Bought.
Yeah, they're just seeing the intake. They're not seeing like what they sell it for.
Yeah, because my dad's all about, getting his 20%, loaning the money. It's he's been doing the pawn business for like 20 years, so he's all about like, buying stuff cheap and selling it. It's kind of a hustle. So I'm actually surprised he's still doing it. But.
Is he really good at looking at something and like estimating the value of it?
Well, it's different because it's not like an appraiser kind of a thing. It's the value is based on how much he thinks he can sell it for in his shop. So like people would come in with like really valuable like family heirlooms with like, you know, rubies and sapphires and things like that. But in a pawn shop, that's not worth anything. The only thing they care about in a pawn shop is gold or diamonds. So you could have like real like colored stones and for pawn shops, nobody cares. It's all based on the gold. So he would. So people would like.
Show.
Yeah. So people would come in and he would, you know, they would bring in their jewelry and he would, or just outside of it, like, well, how much can I get for this? He'd be like $20 because I'm just gonna buy the gold. Like, but it's full of like sapphires. It's like I don't care about sapphires. So it's all about the gold and diamonds.
Yeah.
And at least in the jewelry part of it. Plus, on that Pawn Stars show, they would buy like dumb stuff, like stuff you could never like resell. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, maybe they're making enough money from the show that it doesn't really like matter what they buy.
Yeah,
Probably.
Well, plus they also probably get the notoriety of like, oh, this was bought on Pawn Stars. So
there you go.
Yeah, try and sell it like an auction or something. They mark it up or whatever. So.
And I'm pretty sure the pawn shop's in Vegas, and I feel like you can just get away with like weirder shit there.
Yeah.
That is true.
I went to a used book sale on Friday that one of the local like charities puts on every year. And I got this sick pop-up book. So I'm thinking about like reselling and pawn stuff because there was a family there that was definitely buying a shitload of books to resell on or hoard them. It was one or the other. I'm going to assume resell because hoarding them is sad. But check out how cool it is. So it's called Dragons and Monsters. I didn't have it behind because I was like, I'm definitely going to show them. I was looking at it earlier. And it's like,
oh, that is cool.
Oh!
And then
God, that's incredible.
all the little like pockets have things. That's like a Minotaur and then Medusa.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
Yeah, and then there's like other ones in here. My favorite is the Yeti at the end.
Oh my God, I love it. Is it in like alphabetical order?
No.
Oh my God, look at that.
No, it's not in alphabetical order. Or there's this vampire. Whoa. He like opens his coffin. And then if you pull this side, this side, I don't know how to do stuff on camera. It's like a werewolf. Woo!
You should keep that.
Oh yeah, I'm not reselling this. This is
early
baby
traumatization child.
Yeah. I think that if I was like, oh hey baby, do you want to see something? And I showed them the Medusa thing because it is quite scary as it's opening because like the eyes go from like yeah, but there's like dragons. Ooh,
so cool. Maybe we should just do a live reading. You just go through all of them.
I haven't actually read it yet.
That's so
I got distracted by the pop-ups and I was like, ooh, it's $10. I'll buy that. I'm glad I did.
Oh yeah.
Riveting Star Wars content here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
I did think for a second it'd be a Star Wars book, but oh well. A Star Wars pop-up.
There were a lot of kids Star Wars books, and there were quite a few like coloring books. And then some like old EU, like legend stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing that really like caught my eye. Like I read the back of all of them. I was like, I don't think I'm interested in like that character or the story or whatever. But there was a lot of good stuff there.
Luke falls in love with a ship, like the crystal ship or something. I never read it. I just heard that was what it was.
I think that's an episode of like My Strange Addiction. Someone falling in love with their car.
I gotta Google this now. What? Hold on.
I think it's Crystal Ship. Hold on. Yeah.
David, you're muted. If you were just trying to speak.
I've been trying to speak for the last 4 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
That's why we've all been ignoring you.
Oh no, it's fine.
Hold on. Here we
I
go.
froze anyway, so I was like, oh, that's probably why.
Let's see.
Um, No, but I was on a kick for like a few months last year buying like antique books.
Mm-hmm.
Like I bought a published in like 1809 biography of George Washington.
Oh.
It's like literally this big. No, like half of this. It fits in the palm of your hand.
Oh, wow.
Like it's sick. I bought that. I bought a biography of Abraham Lincoln published 1866. So like just, right after he died. Have one. I started buying a series of books based off of the people who were in Hamilton. So I bought a biography of Alexander Hamilton written by his grandson, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
I bought a biography of Aaron Burr published in like 18 something. And what else? I bought like there was one where it was a diary of somebody, like their actual diary that they wrote in. But I was like, I can't justify $500 right now.
Oh yeah, that's
No.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But it's really cool. Like you see people have in one of the books, somebody wrote their name and dated it, but it was in like that cursive writing from like the 1800s. And you're like, oh shit, that's pretty cool.
The old timey writing.
Yeah. But Hannah, since we're only doing an hour tonight on the live, before we go, give me your spoiler-free review of Rising Storm and like just,
Screaming. Just
Screaming?
incoherent screaming. No,
Okay.
the problem is it's been a hot minute since I read it. Like when we got the art, I read it in 2 days. Like that's how fast I read it. Like I don't know if you guys watched the High Republic panel, but I freaking love this era. I love the writers. I love the storytelling that they're doing. And like we thought that Charles Soule writing Light of the Jedi was like an insane way to kick everything off. Like Cavan Scott just takes it and just runs. Like I was just sitting there as I'm reading just faster and faster, just going, oh my God, like where is this all going? Like it starts with action and it does not stop. Like you don't have a chance to catch your breath. And at the end, you're just like, I refuse to spoil the ending because I literally finished it. I had to go back and reread the last like couple of pages just to make sure that like I was like, what the fuck did I just read?
Oh my God.
Like,
now
I will not spoil it. It's so good.
Do we get more of what's happening like after the end of Light of the Jedi when a certain somebody is on a certain somebody's ship held captive?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, the book itself takes place about a year after Light of the Jedi, but they fill in the gaps very nicely as to what's going on. So we have the 3 books. You have the Rising Storm, Race to Crash Point Tower, and Out of the Shadows. Read them in that order. So read Rising Storm and then Daniel Jose Older's Race to Crash Point Tower because that is in conjunction with Rising Storm. They're both happening at the same time.
Okay.
And then Out of the Shadows is post Rising Storm.
Okay.
Which is Justina Ireland, and it comes out later this month, which is why initially those two came out at the same time, the Race to Crash Point Tower and Rising Storm.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, Daniel Jose Older, just he cracks me up. Like that book, it's for younger children, but I was giggling the whole way through. Like there is like I feel like there's just a massive Lord of the Rings reference in the middle. And I tweeted about this, but when I was reading it, the words himbo space plants came out during my review. Himbo space plants. And I was like, this is such a fucking delight. Like it's such a quick read. Like it's like 250 pages, super fast read.
Yeah.
It's a delight. There's new characters, new Jedi, and I'm like, this introverted Jedi is my new friend.
Yeah.
He'd rather be around machines than people.
Cool.
I'm like,
yeah.
I need to start reading the High Republic.
Like they're just such, and I've said this multiple times. Like a lot of people have said this, but they're just such a breath of fresh air. Like we're in completely uncharted territory in Star Wars. You can like there's a plan. Watching that panel, the authors clearly enjoy working with each other. They respect each other. They communicate with each other. Like there was one question somebody asked, because all the authors are playing with each other's characters, but they always ask like if they're writing for somebody else's character and they want to like kill them off, do something with them. They always ask the original author, be like, "Hey, can we do this?"
Yeah.
And be like, how would you feel if I murdered
How would you feel if I
fiction
killed
baby?
Geode? Yeah, how would you feel if I killed Geode? First of all, I would start a riot because Geode is life.
Yeah. He needs to stay.
I need to read the High Republic so I understand who the fuck Geode is.
Geode is just a delightful,
and you will feel the same way.
Character. You will.
I'm sure that I will, but I am just like, who are they?
Just that whole
book.
Are they? Yeah, just Geode is a delight.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is my review of Rising Storm. Go read it. It is fantastic. I already cannot wait for more. So, but don't have the ending spoiled. Swear to God.
Yes.
You will hate yourself if it's spoiled.
Yeah.
But
you heard it here first, guys. You'll hate yourself if you
will. You really will.
Like it's you already hate yourself.
Then you'll hate yourself even more.
It's just called we all need to go to therapy. But hey, Star Wars is our therapy, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have like therapy next week. So, like in-person therapy. So I'll go over it then.
I need to go hunt down like a hard copy of The Rising Storm. The problem is like they've got all these like super nice exclusive editions, and I'm like, I can't afford the out of print one as much as I love it. I probably just need to go to Target and find the really nice one. But I'm such a stickler for matching. I'll probably just go and get the Barnes and Noble one.
Yeah. Oh,
because I like
David's
it. Do you have
coming
it?
to flex.
Which one do you have? Do you have out of print? Which one do you have? Yep, that's the one I want to get. Because Elzar Man is front and center. Oh wait, no, that's Stellan. Nope, that's Stellan Geos. Stellan is front and center.
So Stellan Geos is not Geode.
No. Geode is a rock.
No.
Oh, it's actually a rock.
Geode is literally a species of alien that looks like a rock.
Oh my God.
But he is a sentient being.
I love it. Like I'm saying, oh my God, but I mean it in like a fun way because that's exactly what I hoped it would be based off of like the few bits that I've seen on Twitter.
You would, you will thoroughly enjoy Into the Dark.
Yeah, I think that I will.
It's trippy as fuck, and you'll understand my himbo space plants reference.
Yes.
Through reading High Republic, will I understand this? Like, I think it's Machi and Ro.
Marchion Ro. Yes,
Marchion Ro. That people keep.
He is the main.
I think thirsting over. I'm not sure.
He is the main antagonist. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And he leads a group of steampunk space pirates known as the Nile.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and they
I feel like
killer arms.
love punk rock.
They do. Oh, okay. I'm
swaying.
I think in my mind they listen to like Rob Zombie like music. Like that is the vibe I get from Nile parties.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And they
am I gonna read about him and be like, I can fix him?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
No hesitation. Yes.
He has daddy issues.
Yeah, I remember what you said about Krennic like a few weeks ago. I think you'll switch him out.
I never said that I could fix Krennic.
No.
Maybe I did.
No,
actually. I don't remember what
I
said.
No. Your chiropractic problem.
Yeah, your chiropractic problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, guys, these are also out for sale.
Yes, those
the
are
Legends
cool.
reprints of Path of Destruction, Heir to the Empire, and
so good.
Shatterpoint.
I've heard lots of good things about Shatterpoint. I need to read it. I'm rereading Republic Commando again because apparently I like pain. So
think what is Star Wars if not pain persevering?
Pain persevering, always.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm not going to go on for a little much longer, but this latest episode of Loki just fucking fucked me up.
I knew you were about to say something about it. Yeah.
I'm just going to say Last Jedi, a lot of references in there.
There were a lot of vibes. Yeah.
The Raylos were having a field day and I was just living for their resurgence. I'm like, yes, you've been vindicated.
Yeah. I was
so excited.
Like right before my husband and I watched it, because we watched it basically an hour after it came out.
Yeah.
I saw something on Twitter being like, no spoilers for Loki. I'm just gonna say the Raylos were right, and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a Raylo. What were we right about? And then I watched it, and I thought that it was like the scene when they were on the planet and they were sitting together, because I was like,
Right.
hey, that's kind of like the hut. And then as it went
Yeah.
on, I was like,
They just
oh,
It kept
yeah. I
going.
was like, there's a lot going on. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, even though I
You
would
know?
like for them. I would
Yeah.
like for them to kiss.
You guys saw the post-credit scene, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
What
Okay.
I was gonna mention that Richard E. Grant is in that post-credit
Yep.
scene.
Yeah.
I almost didn't even know that there
So-
was one because none of the other episodes had one, and I turned it off. And then my dad
See,
told me,
I
he's like,
always
"Hey,
sit through because I have trust issues, Marvel.
Oh, we
I
fast
always-
forward through.
oh, okay."
We're like, let's just.
Well,
Can't
my
do that
sister
in movie
texted
theater.
me. My sister texted me. She's like, "What is going on with Loki?" And I was like, "Well, the end credit, the mid credit scene explains a lot." She's like, "There's a mid credit scene," and I'm like, and then like 10 minutes later, she's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I feel better."
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
If I didn't get that, I'd be like, "Wait a second."
I was like,
Um,
I just went, what the fuck is this show doing?
Yeah, that was tough.
No,
What
it
if-
was, it's wild.
What if instead of like having potentially romantic attraction to Sylvie gets transferred to that like crocodile? Because that is also a Loki.
It is a Loki.
Oh my god.
I really hope to God that crocodile talks. I just know
Oh, I want him to talk so
I will-
badly.
Oh,
lose my marbles. Just, I want Jack Black's voice to come out of that Loki crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my
Also,
ideal dream here.
this is like a genuine question. Do you think that when a variant gets pruned, they go to like their own kind of variant afterlife, or are they all in the same one? And it just so happens that like 3 to 4 Lokis were waiting for this Loki, or like waiting for other Lokis. Because would that mean that Mobius is somewhere in that same world?
I don't know. All I'll
That's
say
a good question.
is that where they were, from what I can tell by the scenery behind them, it's New York.
Mhm.
Because you see Stark Tower in the back right, just blown to shit.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in New York.
Mm.
So
It's
maybe
in
it's
New
like
York.
an Avengers where I about said
Where
the
the,
Nile.
like,
Sweet
monster
Christ.
things. The like alien. Were they Skrull? Were they Kree?
They were Chitauri.
Yeah, Chitari.
Oh, the
yeah, we're the
Chitauri.
Chitari one. Sorry,
Like, I only know of
was
2
having-
aliens.
I was literally just my
You were
brain
still in the High Republic.
stopped. Yeah, but yeah,
But
I wonder if it's
Crossover
like an
episode.
alternate where they win. So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
all the Avengers are dead, and there's a bunch of weird Lokis running around.
Oh, maybe. No, never mind. I was gonna say maybe it's the same timeline that he like zoops out of.
Ooh,
But
maybe.
I don't
No.
think it would be, because all of that is already over by that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the end game.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
all this time stuff is fucking with me.
Yeah.
It hurts my head.
I'm
I love it, but it hurts
appreciating
my head.
it. I'm appreciating it, Marvel, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually making me kind of have to think, which I kind
Yeah.
of appreciate.
Yeah, I'm just like, listen, just give
I
me a
have to actually-
straightforward
I have to pay attention.
thing. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, guys, that is going to do it for us tonight. Going to be a short stream. But if you are in the United States, you have a great 4th of July weekend. If you are not, still have a great 4th of July weekend, because it's July 4th
It's still the 4th
everywhere.
of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's the
We've
4th
got-
of July somewhere.
yeah, we've got
Yeah, pour one out.
we've got new episodes coming out Monday. A couple New Year's Star Wars Journey episodes next week on Monday and Wednesday. New happy hour again next Saturday. And yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. And hopefully I can snag some D23 tickets for this November. See if we can do something. But the actual D23 Expo is next year. This one's like a separate one.
Okay.
More celebrating the 50th of Disney, but they're still going to show stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, guys, hope you all have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. And until then, may the force be with you always.
Bye.